Just 100 miles north of Los Angeles, Santa Barbara is the ultimate beach town. From lazy days at sun-soaked beaches to crazy nights at the club, this town has something for everyone. With UCSB in town, there is a big college scene here year-round. You can also find some of California's best, and most beautiful, wine tasting in this region. Ready to experience the best of California? Here's my ultimate guide to Santa Barbara. What to expect in Santa Barbara. Beach vibe. Santa Barbara is a chic upscale beach town with world-class vineyards at its doorstep. The style is laid back with a little bit of luxury. Weather, flawless. It's usually sunny, and around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperatures are fairly consistent all year, although you will find more rainy days and temps as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter. In summer, it's all warm, but not too hot, sunshine. Don't forget the sunscreen. Santa Barbara sees over 300 days of sunshine each year. Food. Santa Barbara boasts lots of farm-to-table, fresh fare. There are some great Mexican restaurants as well as outstanding seafood. With many neighboring vineyards, you will get some of the best local wines. Be sure to check out the farmers market for all the local goodies. It takes no longer than 10 minutes to drive anywhere you'll want to go, and parking is easy, plentiful and usually free. As with most Southern California cities, Santa Barbara is chill. But unlike Venice Beach or even San Diego, it's slower, in a great way. I think you'll love it there too. Whether you're the relaxing by the hotel pool type or fit in every possible thing type, there's so much to do in Santa Barbara. 1. Take a photo at Chromatic Gate. The Chromatic Gate is one of the top Santa Barbara attractions. I mean, look, it's a crazy cool art installation that looks like the rainbow. What's not to love? The best time to visit to take photos is before 10 a.m., so you can use the palm trees and ocean as your backdrop. 2. Have a beach day. It's a no-brainer that Santa Barbara has beautiful beaches. Some spots have nets so you can play volleyball, others rent out surfboards. I recommend having your beach day on the section near the Chromatic Gate at Santa Barbara Beach, as there's tons of free parking, unlike the lots near the wharf which are paid. That being said, you have options. The top beaches for sunny beach days are: Arroyo Burro Beach, has an off-leash dog park. Ledbetter Beach. Santa Barbara Beach, with the cute blue lifeguard stands. East Beach and West Beach, a little close to the pier so parking is harder. 3. Go on a romantic sunset walk. A romantic sunset walk must be had on Butterfly Beach. It's easy to park on the main road and stroll down to the beach for sunset. One of the fun things about California is it's cool to drink wine on the beaches and parks, so pack yourself a little picnic to make it extra special. 4. Explore the Santa Barbara Funk Zone. This is the spot for wine tasting, beer, food, cool decor. Bouncing around the Funk Zone is one of the best things to do in Santa Barbara at night or afternoon when you're ready to start the party early. The vibe is pretty much industrial meets chic meets alcohol. If you can't make it out to Santa Ynez for a day trip, come here to try local wines and beers. 5. Tour Santa Barbara via Land Shark. In Wisconsin, we call these ducks. They're part bus part boat that makes for a unique and fun tour no matter what city you ride one in. You can also rent a Land Shark out privately for a boozy tour. Great for wedding parties, bachelorette birthdays, etc. 6. Visit Old Mission Santa Barbara. I loved touring missions, basically, and churches. Entry to the Santa Barbara Mission is $9 to explore a beautiful property behind those church steeples. I appreciated the number of installations with historical photos and information, which helps you leave feeling educated. This mission has a back garden that looks super unique compared to other California missions. They may have church services on Sunday, so it's best to on Saturday or weekdays. 7. Climb to the top of the Santa Barbara County Courthouse. Probably the best view in the entire city. You can see the mountains all the way down to the ocean. Best part? Entry to the Santa Barbara County Courthouse totally free. Make sure to set aside time to look at the art on each floor and wander the gardens. If you like tours, each weekday at 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. free docent tours are available. They are an hour long and meet in the mural room on the second floor. A weekend has only one tour, at 2 p.m. 8. Stroll down Stearns Wharf and go fishing. One of the unique things to do in Santa Barbara is fish off the Stearns Wharf Pier. The bait and tackle shop at the end of the pier rents out bait and poles so you can cast out, relax in the sun, and maybe catch something. The pier is a classic Santa Barbara attraction as it overlooks all of Santa Barbara Harbor and coastline. If fishing isn't your thing, the wharf also has restaurants, shops, is home to the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History Sea Center, and also where you can pick up whale watching cruises or charters. 9. Bike along the Cabrillo Boulevard bike path. The whole city is very bike friendly, but the Cabrillo Boulevard bike path is 4.5 miles along the ocean, perfect for all ages. I personally love biking around SoCal cities. The palm trees, the sunshine, the boardwalks all make for a fun bike ride. Many hotels offer free bike use to guests. If your hotel doesn't offer bikes, I recommend Santa Barbara Bike to go near the Chromatic Gate. They have a cute shop dog and a large array of bikes that you can rent for just an hour or as long as the whole day. This way you can see all the best attractions in Santa Barbara by bike. 10. Book a kayak tour. As you're walking along Stearns Wharf, you'll see tons of people kayaking and paddle boarding. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I love kayaking and booking tours when I'm visiting new places. Santa Barbara is an awesome place to go kayaking. There's tours for all skill levels and times of day, including sunset, which is so dreamy. If you haven't done sea kayaking before, it's best to book this kayaking tour. They're super affordable, so you have a guide. That way, you have an expert guide showing you the best spots along the Santa Barbara Channel. There are a lot of cool places to visit in Santa Barbara, and some of them are the best views from the water. 11. Visit a Santa Barbara museum. There's a surprising amount of museums in Santa Barbara, but the most notable I saw were the Moshi and the Museum of Contemporary Art. The Moshi, or the Wolf Museum of Exploration plus Innovation, is near Stern Wharf on State Street, and almost looks like a lighthouse from the outside. If you love naval history, there's the Santa Barbara Maritime Museum. Santa Barbara Museum of Contemporary Art is also nearby, and has free entry to the exhibits. We're always looking for cheap travel tips, so if you're hoping for free things to do in Santa Barbara, or just an AC escape from the heat, head here. 12. Soak in Montecito Hot Springs. One of the best Santa Barbara activities to do on a chilly day is soaking in some hot springs. Also known as Hot Springs Canyon, this hot spring is at the end of a moderate hike. The easiest way to get there is starting at Hot Springs Canyon Trailhead. I recommend starting early to beat the crowds and grab a parking spot. Sunrise is always a smart move, and worth the early wake-up call. You'll walk along a creek with a decent incline for almost the entire way to the springs. If you're following the signage along the trail, it's a pretty straight shot, but towards the end you'll see a large metal sign and you'll want to hang left. We asked our fellow hikers for directions and everyone was really kind. As with any hot spring, you'll need to bring your own towels and garbage bag so you can not only pack out your trash, but be kind and leave it cleaner than you found it. We love finding hot springs in California here at Whimsy Soul, and want to make sure they stay safe for everyone to enjoy. 13. Santa Barbara Botanic Gardens. I'm a sucker for botanical gardens. I love finding gardens while I travel to get to know the local native plant species. The Santa Barbara Botanical Gardens has 1,000 species of rare and indigenous plants, tons of workshops, trails to wander and night events sometimes. It's a fun place to slip into to escape the hustle and bustle of the Santa Barbara downtown area. 14. Whale Watching Tour. One of our favorite activities in Santa Barbara is to do a whale watching tour, but only if we're in town for migration season. Which is a lot of the year, thankfully. Whale migration population reaches peak between January and March, when gray whales are traveling north with their offspring. Between June and November, you can watch humpbacks. For blue whales, the best time is June to September. I suggest you grab a spot on this catamaran whale watching tour, which will also double as a cruise. The staff keeps a close eye on whale migration so they know all the best spots to safely view them from the boat.